2025 is a tense year for Japan. Scientists warn a massive earthquake could strike. And now, a doomsday prophecy has gone viral. People are asking if Tokyo's Kekkai will protect them this time. On July 31st, an 8.8 magnitude quake struck off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, triggering tsunami alerts from Alaska all the way to Chiba Prefecture in Japan. For many, it brought back a fresh wave of fear from just weeks earlier. That was when a so-called July 5th prophecy swept through social media, sparked by manga artist Leo Tatsuki's vision of Tokyo sinking. On the morning of July 5th, tens of thousands tuned into live stream countdown, waiting for 4 a.m., the moment the world was supposed to change. But nothing happened. And just as people began to move on, the Kamchatka earthquake struck. And just like that, public conversation shifted again. What if the prophecy was just delayed? But the truth is, this anxiety has always been part of life here. Japan's memory of disasters runs deep. The 1923 Great Kanto earthquake killed over 105,000 people, and 2011 Tohoku disaster cost more than 36 trillion yen in economic losses. Tokyo has long been seen as a high-risk capital, and that constant sense of danger has shaped how Japan prepares, not only with science and engineering, but also with something less visible, a spatial belief system rooted in tradition. One of the best-known examples is the urban legend of Kekkai, a spiritual boundary said to shield the city. Imagine almost like a force field laid across its streets. According to the stories, many of Tokyo's shrines weren't placed at random. On a map, some are said to line up into patterns, symbolic grids meant to hold back disaster. One Kekkai forms the Big Dipper, 7 shrines positioned as if to pin down restless spirits. Another sketches a yin-yang across the city itself, the Imperial Palace as the yin within yang, Shinjuku's crowds as the yang within yin. In some tellings, the Yamanote and Chuo train lines complete the symbol, a loop of modern feng shui made of steel and rail. There's no evidence the rail lines or shrine network were planned as an engineered Kekkai. But over time, these urban legends have become part of Tokyo's spiritual map. And Kekkai is only one layer of that map. In Japan, people say the land is home to 8 million gods, meaning that divinities exist everywhere. This comes from Shinto, the country's native belief system, built on the idea that everything has a spirit. Every tree, every rock, even a bend of the hill might hold a kami, a divine presence. In Shinto, disasters aren't punishment. There are signs that nature's balance is unsettled. And rather than avoiding danger, some shrines stand directly on it. And that way of seeing nature and risk isn't just a relic of tradition. It lives on in the pop culture. In the anime Suzume, the main character is a closer of doors. Doors that, if left open, will awaken a giant underground worm, the god of earthquakes. It sounds like fantasy, but Japan has this real-world version of that story. At Kashima Shrine in Ibaraki, there's a legendary stone called a Kanameishi. According to folklore, it pins down a massive earthquake catfish that thrashes beneath the earth. The god Takemikazuchi is said to hold it in place. And if he ever lets go, the ground begins to shake. So in a country where earthquakes are part of daily life, the response isn't just about engineering, it's also about drawing invisible lines of safety. Shrines, rituals, holy gates, they're less about worship and more about marking boundaries. Boundaries that say, this is where danger stops.